Hello and welcome to part 8 of this car modeling tutorial series, and in this tutorial I'll go through some few things. So let's just begin. So I'll H to unhide everything. So we have this. Go ahead and turn off the subsoft. Hold on the Alt button, then right click on one of the points or the vertices to select that. Then press Shift D on the keyboard to duplicate. So you have separated this as a separate element, so I can be able to scale it down just a bit, just some more, to leave that gap that I'm looking for, this gap over here, to show the difference between the curve of the body and this portion, which is the bonnet or the back of the car. So what I want to do right now is to select that, and I'll isolate that selection. So by pressing Shift H, I've isolated the selection, and I'm only left with the position that I'd selected. I can use this over here, this for this points over here. Just leave the lowest and the farthest to the top out, and go ahead and extrude them. Just extrude them to make sure they match up with the low vertices. So extrude them again and extrude them and attach them there. So I have that right now, and I want to fill off this. So I'll just select the 4 vertices, press F, the last one, which is this. Yes, and I have done. And I'll do also for the top part, which is that, and then maybe dissolve this edge by pressing delete, then go into the dissolve vertices, then select the 4 and face them off. I'll also dissolve one of these, maybe just push this here and then dissolve this. So dissolve vertices, and go ahead and select the 4 and face them off by going to 3, and you can basically see that it's not how I expected it to be. So I selected this 4 without selecting the first, then switching to 3 and grabbing it, trying to place it using the blueprints. Just use the blueprints as your guide and try and place this quite well. Yeah, it's fine. So I can add maybe a loop cut over here, then maybe pull them out a bit. So right now we have that. I'll select everything here and Control N to flip the normals, maybe smooth it, try and take a look at it. And now for this portion of the car, which is the door, it's gonna be just the same thing, same steps we used. So I'll go to edit mode, then I'll H to unhide everything, press Alt on the keyboard, then right click to select, then use C, press C and use the middlemost button to deselect the portions that you do not have. And for example, I don't want the top ones because this is the window part, so I think I'll leave it to maybe there. That's just what I wanted for the door. Shift D to make it a separate element, and Shift H to unhide everything except the selection we had made. I'll take these edges from the top side, from this side, and extrude them out. So I'll extrude them out to there, then scale them on the y-axis by 0, which is 0%, and then extrude again, then push them out to somewhere probably here. Yes, can select everything, Control N to flip the normals, and I'll probably take this and switch to 1 and just try and position it because it had just that bad curve. I didn't like it. Fill off these faces, the bottom one, so select this form, F, right click. Okay, I'll probably move this to somewhere here, then select this paw. So I can maybe add point here by Control R, and I can fill that off with F. So do the same for that F. Let me just do this last one and delete these 3 vertices. So we're left with that. So if I go to one, we just push it down a bit, maybe even come and push it to this side, and maybe extrude it out using the x-axis and selecting the 4 and F them from that. So right now this is what we have. So what I do right now is maybe just go to here, try and make sure that these points do not touch. So maybe add a loop cut over here, something like that. This point should not be attached. So do the same thing for this side. So and we have that, and I like it so far. So how do we fix the top part? So the top part here, I'll change to unhide everything, then go ahead and select this point, then press Shift S for the snap menu, then go and say cursor to selected, so the cursor jumps there, then select this edge that's down here, that's supposed to be in line with this edge, then go ahead and press Shift S, selection to cursor, then just push it down a bit. So select this point, Shift S, cursor to selected, then select that back, this one over here, and press Shift S, selection to cursor, then go ahead and push it down. Select this, Shift S, cursor to selected, then select that point, Shift S, selection to cursor, and then just push it down a bit. This one should snap to this one here. So select this one, Shift S, cursor to selected, then this one to Shift S, selection to cursor, and then just push it down a bit. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is coming to this portion over here and doing the windscreen, the back screen window, this window over here, the back window. To select my car body, then probably come here to the outliners panel, this outliners, probably come to the outliners, then hold down Control and left click once and rename this from plane to car body. Select this row of this edge loop, this edge over here, by pressing Alt and then right clicking, and you have that selected, then press Shift D to duplicate it, then go ahead and press P on the keyboard and separate it by the selection. So you can basically see here in the outliner we have car body 0.001. Go to object mode, and I'll probably hide the car body by pressing on this eye icon, and we have the car body 1, which is our back screen window. So Control and left click on it to rename it to maybe back screen, maybe right window underscore window, yeah, something like that. You can rename it to anything you want if you know its correct name. So what I want to do here is to just fill this with F. So just select all these faces, all these points, press F to fill them, and I'll do the same for this F3, yeah, maybe 3 edge loops here. Yes, something like that. And I'll fill off this, maybe come here, maybe add another edge by Control R on the line, this line over here, then F 1 2 3 4 5, having a problem here. Maybe we can add another edge loop over here and fill this. So now we want to add, we can be able to see the back screen here. We also have this metallic frame, this silver frame around it, this silver frame. So we'll make that. This is how we make it. So just go ahead, hide the car body again, go to the back screen, select it, and turn off the subs off. Select the outer edges, shift D them again, and P to separate selection, separate it by its selection. We have now the back screen window 001. Now we control and left click it, rename it, just rename it to back screen underscore frame. We have that. We go ahead and select all the vertices by using A to select all, then extrude them, maybe hide the back screen window and scale them in a bit. You can see that we're having problem with this, so I'll select this row and pushing them out a bit, just a bit, and selecting everything, then extruding them again up just a bit, just to form some thickness on it, something like that. So we can go to edit mode, select everything by A, and then pressing Ctrl N to flip its normals. Then go ahead to T, go to object mode and smooth it. So we go to the front part, select the body car body, go to edit mode, then select that entire loop of edges, then shift D to duplicate that, then P selection, and right now we have the car body 001, which is windscreen. So just rename it to windscreen here, then move hide the car body there. So we have this over here, so we can add vertices there by pressing Ctrl R on the keyboard. Then go ahead and try face this with F5 loop cuts. Just Ctrl R, then use the middle mouse button to scroll up, then it will give you about 5 loop cuts of that, loop cuts, multiple loop cuts, and try and fill those faces with F. Try and face this off now. Select everything, Ctrl N to flip the normals. Go ahead and smooth it, and now tab into edit mode, select the outer edges, shift D them again, then P, separate the selection, and now we have windscreen 001, which will rename from windscreen 001 to windscreen underscore frame. On the windscreen frame, we'll hide maybe the windscreen, maybe even take off this edge. So I'll select this edge and delete it. So I have that. I'll go ahead and select all these edges, then extruding it and scaling it down, then selecting everything and extruding it again, just a bit to form some thickness. Selecting everything and Ctrl N, T, and smoothing it so that we have that. Bring back the windscreen and the car body, and now we have to select the car body again, go to edit mode, turn off the subs off, select that portion which selects even the lower vertices, press C to deselect, then middle mouse button to deselect. So brush select, then deselect using the middle mouse button. Then maybe I'll take off this to there. Maybe take that, take this one off. And we have that. So shift D this one, P to separate selection, And now we have car body 001. We'll hide the car body so that we're left with this. So for the car body, I'll rename this to a side underscore window. And if you take a look at reference photos from here, we have this is quite different from the back screen and the windscreen. We have the first frame, which is the outer frame here. We also have the second frame here, which divides this window into two, and then have the third frame for the small window. So here we'll need about 3 frames, but the window is just one, so 3 frames but just one window. So I'll start with the window first. So I'll attach probably this one to this one, Alt M at last, and maybe this one to this one, so Alt M at last, and we have that. The first thing I'll do is probably add a couple of points in the lower edge and join this using F. Just add 3 edge loops here, and face this 4 off, and also 4 here, and I've closed off that. If I come to T, I can smooth it up, and if I can smooth it up like that, I have that window. So I'll select the outer edges, shift D and P for the selection. Go to side window 001, rename it from side window to side frame, and enter. So I should have said side first, so side one frame, the first frame, which is the outer one. So I'll hide the side window and I'm left only with the side frame. I'll take off this edge that I created, so I'll delete that edge, select the rest of the edges or the points, the vertices, and here I'll extrude, then scale them in just a bit, maybe to them, then extrude them again. So for that I'll select everything and extrude them maybe just out a bit, then I'll select everything and Control N and press T to smooth, so that I have something like that. So I have the first frame, which is this frame out of here, and select those edges again, the outer edges, shift D, P selection, so then I have side frame 2, so side 2, so maybe just type frame if it let me and I'll come here, maybe hide the side window, select this edge over here and delete that edge, so that I'm left with this. Now this frame should be the inner frame here, so this frame I'll select everything here, maybe bring back the side one frame and scale this frame in, maybe begins from somewhere there. So I have this. What I'll do here is I'll create a couple of more edges, so I select this, put it here, maybe this one there, and add another point there and another point here, where I will add this division over here, and select everything and extrude it, then scale it down just like we did for the rest of the others, and select everything, extrude it out just a bit, maybe to somewhere there, and select everything, Control N. And what I'll do for these ones, I'll select those points I wanted to select, so I'll turn off subs off, the top, this one and this one, select the bottom, this one and this one, which are this one. So if I press F, they have that. If I go ahead and select the bottom one, the back ones, which are that, and press F, get that. And you can also try now fill of those spaces. the F. So right now I'm having that. So if I select everything, Control N, I have that. So can even try add a loop cut over here, push it back, add another loop cut here to them, and select that, press T, smooth it. Now we have the side frame 1, which is the outer frame. Then we have side frame 1, and then we have the window. Then in this now we have 3 frames. We have 3 frames from here, so we have this frame also has another frame inside, but just from one side. So we have this frame having another frame. So select side frame 2, hide the side frame window, hide the side frame 1, and just remain in side frame 2, and I'll do another frame here. So I select the inner portion of it, this one, yeah. Maybe just turn off the stuff, and I have that. That's exactly what I wanted to select. Maybe even add it, we can make it different. Shift D to duplicate it, P to separate by selection. I'm going to do side frame 001, side frame 2. I'll change this to side frame 3, side 3 frame, and enter. Now for this one, I'll select it, then extrude it, then scale it in just a bit, not that much, maybe just edit this. Having problems with this side, I don't know why. Pull them out. I forgot to select that. Pull them out. Even pull these ones up. Why are they behaving like this? But I don't blame them. Just pull them out. So pull this one out a bit to there. Select everything and extrude it. Just not that much, maybe to them. We have that, so I can select everything and press Ctrl N to flip the normals. Now if I turn off the stuff and bring up the window and also the side frame 1, we have that. So we have 3 frames and 1 window. So if I bring back the car body, which is this one, so this is what we have so far. We have filled at the back and the side. We have the windows intact and quite well. So we have these windows quite detailed, and that's what we wanted to do for them. Except we are gonna have to fix some issues here and there, but so far so good. Well, thank you for being with me through this part. I hope that in the next part I'll do maybe the car accessories, some of the lamps, the front, the headlights, and the backlights also. And I'm gonna be trying to finish up all the car accessories, including some of these door handles and this fuel cap. And hopefully when I finish, I'll do the tires. So let's meet in part 9. Hope you enjoy this tutorial, and subscribe for more videos. See you.